Andrew Lester, and this is the Turbo 5. It's a clean and simple shape with minimal branding, and we're designed it specifically for the guys who just want to shred. The board straight template is built for speed, allowing the rider maximum projection when hitting the lip or making those deep barrels. The board features PSI, Precision Stringer Inlay. This means the stringers are moulded in with the core, giving the board added strength and longevity. It features Surlyn Slick for better flex and projection, nose bulbs for grip, 50/50 rails for speed, and channels for control. The Turbo 5 is available in two core options, Polypro and Paradox Cell. The Polypro comes with a single circular stringer and is better for warmer water, and the less dense Paradox Cell comes with 3 flat stringers and is better for the colder water. The Turbo 5 is an extremely fast board, so if you're the type of bodybuilder who likes getting barreled and going for those big airs, then this board is perfect for you.
Well, welcome back everybody. This is the IBA Turbo ZICATELA Pro. We have a new guest in here. It is Michael Novy. Michael Novy, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
And we saw you go down in round 4.
Round 3 it was.
Round 3, sorry.
Yeah,
round 3.
unfortunately.
To Mike Stewart, who just left.
Yep. It was, I had him two heats in a row, actually, which was kind of funny. Like, I had him in the round 2 heat, which was the earlier 4-man heat, and then had him in the round 3 heat as well. So he's always a hard competitor to have as well, so because he's just so experienced and always knows what to do to make it through.
That's right, and we saw you get a couple of good pits too. You surfed really well yesterday, but just not managing not to get the score that the judges were after.
I know, yeah. I had that one really good one. I just needed another backup one that was similar, but sat there for about 8 minutes and couldn't find a wave. So that's competition.
That's a tough game. That's the World Tour of Bodyboarding, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah, it's fierce.
Yeah. So we see a PLC taking that one out, advancing through. He's going to take on Jared Houston in quarterfinal number 3. And right now in the water we have Mitch Rawlins taking on Jeff Hubbard. My favourite heat of the day.
This is going to be intense. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of people that are going to be staying up for this heat wherever they are in the world, and with the conditions getting a lot better, you're sure to see some amazing surfing going down. So,
for sure,
this is definitely one of the heats to watch, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, because this could be pretty much another final. This heat just right here.
So we see Nicholas Capdeville sort of supporting PLC. He's a Frenchman. Spent a lot of time in Reunion as well. There's Pierre with his lovely girlfriend Ruth.
She's great, isn't she? She's been filming him the whole time he's been here as well. So
she doesn't miss a wave.
I know, yeah. I saw.
Goes everywhere with him, doesn't miss a wave.
She's actually really good at filming. She had some footage of it was Joe or one of the other guys, and she's like, she knows what she's doing. Yeah.
She's got the steady hand. There we see Mitch in the red and Hub in the green. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a classic heat. Let's hope we get a few sets for him.
Yeah, definitely. And as you can see, it's funny, like ranking number 1 and ranking 25.
Well,
is that just
Mitch is actually ranked. That's not updated. Mitch has actually come in. He's a lot higher than that.
Yeah, because he's in the title race still. So if he can win this one, that puts him in like contention for the world title possibly.
That's right. So. You know, Winnie's already made it through to the quarters. But PLC's now in the quarters, so PLC's second on the tour at the moment. So it's going to, he's right on his heels. And as we...
Oh, here we go. Jeff Hubbard, always like one of the first guys to catch a wave in a heat, but just getting stuck behind that wash, unfortunately.
You can see how bumpy it is there. Here we go. Rawlins having a look at this one.
Oh, it's a bit bumpy, but...
Way too deep there, I think. Yeah. That thing just looked like closed out on him.
It's hard out there, eh? Like, I went out this morning and it was pretty wobbly and bumpy and stuff, but it kind of makes it exciting.
You managed to get in the water this morning?
Yeah, I didn't really get any waves, but I was out there. There's only like sort of 30 minutes before like first light and the competition starts. So
that's right, yeah.
Yeah, but the conditions improved heaps. Here we go again. There's Mitch Rawlins.
He's hit that bump there.
Yeah.
Just that pretty much ruined his
line going into it, yeah. It's kind of just run away from him.
Anyone in around the world want to ask Novy any questions, get on the IBA World Tour Facebook page, send in your questions. I'll tend to look at the screen a fair bit and answer a few of those, shoot those questions across to Novy. Anything you want to ask about his hairstyle?
Hey.
His beard. Yeah.
Weird facial hair.
His facial hair. Yeah. What he had for breakfast. Who he's staying, who he's rooming with here on the tour. It sounds pretty bit of a ruckus room. They're next door to me.
The
About
other
8
guys.
Aussies in there.
Yeah. I had to actually escape from them the other night. They were all up having a couple of beers because they'd all been knocked out and I was the only one left. So
Yeah.
got a room to myself, which was great. Good night's sleep while they were all having a few beers and whatnot.
That's right. So, yeah, send your questions through. I'm sure Novi will be happy to answer them as we see Rawlins here. Having a look at this right-hander here. Talk us through this one, Novi.
And he's got that long bottom turn up into a big roll. He's going for another move, and it's a bit wobbly, but he's managed to get a nice little invert out of that one. And that's going to be a good little scoring wave, like 2 moves.
Yeah, that's going to be a good score. That's going to be in the 6s, I'd say. Here we go. Jeff Hubbard.
Yeah, and
Getting
he's
a lot
looking
of
for an
speed.
air
Let's see what he
bowl.
can do. No, pulling out. Wants to beat Rawlins back out there for priority.
Yeah, you can see that rip. He was just right in that rip bowl sort of area, so you never know what you're going to get in that little section there.
Look how much movement's going on there in the water.
Yeah, once you see those big sets coming in, there's always going to be a big like rip
Backdraft,
forming somewhere
straight after those sets, yeah.
from where it's been. Yeah, so you've got to be noticing like where the rips are, where the rips aren't, where the next set's going to come in, sort of thing.
This is a nice one from Rawlins, actually. Let's have another look at this. Comes around the section, good bottom turn, straight up into a roll. So I like it when they have that nice bottom turn straight into a move.
Yeah, he's going to get scored well for that long, drawn-out bottom turn.
Yeah.
They love that.
And that's what the judges like. You know, they don't like when you reset, you know, you sort of do a check turn and then do the move. If you do the move straight off the bottom turn.
Yeah.
6.5 there for Rawlins.
So
6.5.
That's going to be a useful score anyway. It might not end up being there in one of their top scoring waves, but he's on the board now at least, so he's put a little bit of pressure on Jeff Hubbard. So yeah, it's going to make things interesting. Get them moving a bit more anyway. They've still got 22 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yeah, 22 minutes remaining. This is heat number 4 of round 6. We will be diving into the quarters straight after this, and you know what? We're going to go right through today, finish the semi-finals and then the final around lunchtime. And we're going to be crowning our 2012 IBA Turbo ZICATELA Pro champion.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Like the conditions are only improving from this morning, so we can see some really good waves in the next coming round sort of thing. So definitely don't go away. It's going to be a lot of action.
A couple of questions coming through too. Callian Barnes, Novi, how do the waves in Mexico compare to Australia?
Well, there are a few kind of beaches that are pretty similar sort of thing. There's South Stradbroke Island on the Gold Coast, and it's the same sort of like shape and direction and stuff, but it just doesn't handle quite the same swell as ZICATELA does here. The swell comes in so powerful here, like there's not many beaches that you get as pumped as you do here sort of thing.
Yeah,
it really rattles you.
We got some more questions coming through, but we've got a beach interview with PLC, so we'll get back to those questions straight after this interview.
Thanks, Alex. I'm here with Pierre-Louis Costes from France. Congratulations, Pierre, on winning that last heat and moving into the quarterfinals. Tell us a little bit about the waves that you got out there.
Yeah, I got some good one. I'm pretty happy. I know it's not easy. I watched the previous heat with Amori and Lesta, and it was pretty slow. So I'm happy with the wave selection I got, and yeah, I got like two fun ones, and I guess it was enough.
So conditions have improved quite a bit from yesterday, yeah?
Yeah, I think the swell is a little bit better, and it's a little bit more picky, so it's more fun.
Okay, cool. Right on. Well, I guess if you want to make some shout-outs to your sponsors before we go.
Yeah, just a big shout-out to all my sponsors who helped me a lot. A big shout-out to my family, to everyone who is watching, Martin, my mom, my sister, my dad, all my family, all my friends. And yeah, let's do it.
All right, excellent job out there. Again, Pierre-Louis Costes moving into the quarterfinals. Congratulations again. Back to you guys in the booth.
Yeah. Thanks, Dan Zimbroni, the Hawaiian man, giving us those interviews. And back to those questions. I've got Michael Novi in the hot seat. And, here's a strange one. Nico Lotti, Novi, I love you. That's actually, that's from a guy. So, Nico, we got fans all over the world, Novi.
Well, thank you very much.
And Tom Boyd's got a question for you. have you ever surfed Shark Island? And who does he reckon will win the world? Who do you reckon will win the world title?
Yeah, I have. I've surfed the island a little bit. I was actually in the Shark Island Challenge this year for comp, and have been another 2 other years, I think. Yeah. And yeah, I love it. It's such a great wave. But as for the world title, I'd probably have my money on Dave Winchester at this stage, just because he's got such a dominating lead at the moment. And for me, he's probably one of the most consistent riders out there. Like he's got that golden finger, and everything he touches just
That's right.
turns to gold.
He attracts sets. The
Yeah.
sets just come to him wherever he sits. He's
he's
people
one
are
of
online, they're on.
He's one of the worst people to have in a heat because he could like paddle down the beach where there's no banks and just something will come to him. He's just a weird law of attraction for him.
Well, you know what? This is the IBA Turbo ZICATELA Pro. Just want to quick thank all the sponsors, our media partners, YouTube, IINet, as we see Rawlins having a look at this left-hander here. Let's see what he can do.
Good.
Looks pretty solid here. He's looking for a ramp. What's he going to do off this? And
Yeah,
nice big roll there.
Yeah, that was nice. He got flung out pretty far off that lip sort of thing. And in the back here, you can see Jeff Hubbard.
Well, this looks a bit cleaner. Jeff Hubbard. Let's see what he's going to do here. Lining this section up.
Wow.
And we go for a big roll. Jeff Hubb.
He's
Forward
answering
spin
back,
there.
isn't he, with another big roll sort of thing.
You know what? That was a safe move by Jeff there. He could have gone for a big flip.
I'm
But he
almost
doesn't have anything on the board at the moment, so
He's probably just trying to get those
get that safety under his belt.
couple of safe scores, and then he'll start going big because like these guys, you expect a lot more out of them, but they're just trying to play it safe and get a couple of basic scores to
Just to start.
working on. And here's the replay of Mitch Rawlins' wave. And as you can see, a big clean roll. He's looking for something else, but it just doesn't happen for him.
Yeah, too much of a bubble bath at the end of that one.
Yeah.
Straight into Jeff Hubbard's replay here. Thanks to Sporting Bet. Great camera angles here. Jeff Hubb, big bottom turn, draws around that section, and nice roll off the top there. He could have done a flip, but like you said before, we're actually surprised he didn't.
Yeah. He's probably the most consistent person at doing them sort of thing, and he loves busting big ones. So like it's kind of surprising that he didn't go for it.
I'm sure we're going to start to see him go for it now.
Yeah, definitely. Once they've got those sort of lower scores, then they'll start building from there. But
well, I mean, they were both similar waves. Both did the same moves, and they've given Mitch Rawlins a 5.33 for his roll and rewarded Hubbs for a 6.38 because it looked like it was a bit bigger section, stood up a bit more. And
especially the takeoff sort of thing, it was a bit cleaner and a bit steeper of a takeoff. And then he's also got that nice clean spin at the end sort of thing, so he's got that extra couple of points for that. Well,
Jeff, 6.38. So now he's chasing a 5.46 to go in the lead. It's anyone's game here now. He's only got the one wave. Rawlins has got two. He's got a 6.5 and a 5.33. Plenty of time. 16 and a half minutes remaining. And, well, Novi, you are an inverted team rider. And you know what? Inverted are actually supporting this event. And you can get online. And they got these new iPhone covers if you just have a look at these. And you got these value packs online at the IBA store. Go to the shop online. Now we see Jeff Hubbard setting up here. Nice check turn, going in for a section.
It's a little insider, but he's definitely trying to go for an air. Yep, there we go. Nice, clean, full rotation air reverse. So
nice air reverse there. Mitch Rawlins behind him here.
Answering back.
He's not making any friends here, Mitch Rawlins. Oh, no. Just pulling out of that one there.
Yeah. But he will get back out there straight away and have priority again. But
Jeff Hubb, nice air reverse. It was a smaller wave. It was a smaller ramp, smaller section. But let's just see what he gets for it. Let's have a look at the replay.
Yeah, he's definitely lining it up from the get-go pretty much. Like you can see he's eyeing off that section right there. He's hit it so nicely for such a foamy, wobbly section sort of thing. And he's like, yeah, so close to full rotation. Landed clean and out he gets.
Yeah, well, the judges are having a double look at this. They're looking at the replay and they're going to drop their scores in soon. They've got to be very crucial with the scoring here because, you know, it's so tight this heat at the moment. And I guess wave size is going to come into play there.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they give that one after pretty much the other waves that they've had have all been bomb sets, and that one was kind of like an insider.
That's
But
right.
Here we go. Oh, wow. He's got a 6.35 for that one. It's a pretty good score, like considering it was a small wave, but
Yeah.
he has got such a like.
Well, he made the most of that situation there, Jeff. He definitely did all he could do off that section. An air reverse is probably going to score the highest.
Yeah,
He
definitely.
managed to get
He's
enough
like,
pop. Let's see what Rawlins can do here. Look at this
There you go.
right-hander kicking into it. He's got
He's
some
on-
speed there. Tucks into this
Oh,
barrel.
wow.
I think he's going to be... Oh, he comes out of this. This could be interesting. Wow, this is really lining up on the bank. It looked
No.
like a chandelier a little on him.
yeah, it was.
Oh, he's
wow.
come out the doggy door.
Wow.
Mitch Rawlins. Wow, this is going to score very interesting.
Yeah, he didn't come out through the.
It wasn't a clean exit.
But they would have been so hard to hang on to.
Very hard to hang on to. But you know what? There was a long tube. He was in there for a while.
Yeah.
This is going to be very interesting.
'Cause he did need a score before that one, so we'll see if that's enough. What did he
Well,
need?
the
He
Rock
needed a
Dog.
6.23, I think. Yep. And
This is going to be interesting. Let's see what the judges offer this. Hub's actually in the lead now. They rewarded his reverse with a 6.35 off that inside bowl. Rawlins pulling into that barrel. Let's have a look at the Sporting Bet replay here.
there you go. He's driving off that bottom
Driving
turn.
as hard as
there,
he
like,
can. Look. Wow,
It's
look
just-
at that bit there. He's super deep.
that's so far behind that.
And he's still in there on that foam ball. It looks like he's just come out the corner of the screen.
He's
Well-
still in there, yeah. Oh, he hasn't got the score that he needed,
He's
but
got the score through. It's a 5.48. As we touched on before about the exit. Not a clean exit.
and they will mark you down for that sort
That's
of thing.
right,
like
yeah.
you-
Pushing through the front there. That's the doggy door, we like to call it here
Yep.
on the World Tour. The doggy door. 5.48 for Rawlins. Not enough. Still got plenty of time. 13 minutes remaining.
and he needs a 6.23 actually. So yeah, it was close, but no cigar.
And I just wanted to say what I was saying before, finish off that. The IBA World Tour website, ibaworldtour.com. Have a look on the store there. There's value packs, 3 different packs. You can pay for $60, $80 and $100 packs. Gives you heaps of value, bucket loads of goods in there. Even these, you even get these inverted phone covers. If you
You can see
get a shot of that. Michael Navy in here with his phone covers.
No. So,
Yep, Michael
There
Navy
we go.
there. We got his inverted phone covers on the phone. You look pretty cool.
this has saved
Nice
my
little
phone
shot
a
on
few
the
times
back.
actually.
Yep, save your
I wasn't
iPhone.
actually riding one for a long time. I was being pretty dangerous, but now I've got it. I'm happy.
So there we see the next first quarter final. Mark McCarthy taking on GT.
And GT like always excels in these kind of big, bumpy, like heavy conditions sort of thing. So it's going to be a good heat. And Mark hasn't surfed through the last couple of heats because he got through that round 4 and won that. So he's probably still feeling pretty fresh, whereas GT's was out the first heat this morning, and it's going to be an exhausting day for them.
Oh yeah, it's going to be. We're in for an amazing day of competition. You know, I love these last final days. I can't sleep at night. I just get the jitters. You know, just looking forward to it. It's just amazing when you see one of these guys going for it in the final, just getting crowned. The event champion.
And you can imagine how exhausted they've been by that stage because they've got the round 6, the quarters, the semi, and then the final to surf. And in these kind of conditions, there's so much strength and endurance involved in that sort of thing to be able to surf that many times in these kind of conditions.
Oh, yeah. Plus, it's a mind game too. So, I mean, it takes the energy out when you use your mind like that. You know, we've got another question. Carl Goal is online, and he's got a really good question. He says, Novi, what have you learned from observing how the IBA judges apply the criteria in relation to getting high scores for riding quality waves we normally see for World Tour events these days?
Well, yeah, it's been good. Like they've stepped it up with the judging as well. Like they really reward guys going huge sort of thing, and instead of like what you used to in sort of the local club comps and stuff, where it's a lot about quantity. Here they really love seeing quality, sort of big, clean moves, ridden out really nicely, sort of thing. And in these kind of waves, that you're going to see those kind of moves getting thrown down a lot. yeah, it's good. It pushes everyone surfing to a new level, sort of thing. Like you see these guys free surfing and they're going pretty good, and then once you see them in the events, they're just going nuts a lot of the time. So
That's right.
It's great, yeah.
And Cale Hutton would like to ask you, where would you like to see another World Tour event in Australia?
It'd be great to see the Shark Island come back on there. Another place would be Blackrock. It'd be an amazing place. It's just it's a fun park for bodyboarding, and you could just do any sort of move.
There we go. Mitch Rollins on a medium-sized right-hander, throws a forward spin in the pocket. Let's see if we can finish this with a little flip there for Rollins.
Wow. He's getting busy.
Well, you know what? He was chasing a 6.23. I don't know if that's going to get it.
I don't think so. I think he's still going to be a little bit short. He's going to have to find something a little bit bigger, possibly like, even though that was the same sort of size as Jeff Hubbard's wave, it just hasn't really offered the same.
So there we go. Mitch Rollins, forward in the pocket, sorry, and a little flip out. Not going to really affect his score at the moment. You know what? 12.73 total for Hub. Rollins on 11.98. Super close heat. Let's have a look.
Here we
Jeff
go.
Hubbard.
He
While they
just
were
got
showing
away.
that replay of Rollins, Jeff Hubbard did this. Look at this thing. Nice
Wow.
bottom turn. Goes up. Hits this thing. Huge backflip there. And
Wow.
let's see if he can land this.
Yeah, he's landed that so
Well,
nicely.
he's landed that
considering.
nice.
And he's going for another big roll off the end, sort of thing. So that's going to be probably one of his highest scoring waves, eh?
Well, his lowest scoring wave was a 6.35. He's going to improve on that. He's going to get in the 7s for sure, if not 8s.
Yeah. So that's going to put a bit more pressure back on Mitch Rollins to get another score. And we're looking at 8 minutes to go, sort of thing. So there's still plenty of time to see plenty more waves. And here we go. He's got a 7.25. So that's going to be his highest scoring wave. And that's going to mean Mitch Rollins is going to need now a 7.14.
It's doable. It's Mitch Rollins. You know, he's one of the best riders in the world. It's easily doable for Rollins if he gets that right wave come through.
Yeah, definitely. It's just a matter of whether the waves come to him now, sort of thing, if he can answer back. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. What a good exchange for Hub and Rollins there. 7.5 minutes remaining. Quick shout out to all the sponsors. Media partners especially, bringing this live action to you around the world. YouTube, IONet in Australia, Like Bodyboarding down in Brazil. Check out Like Bodyboarding. You can buy contest shirts from their site too, the ZICATELA Pro shirts. And all the supporting sponsors as well, Inverted Bodyboarding Stores, Reflex Wetsuits, Red Bull, Coastal Playground, Sporting Bet especially, and Colorado Surf, and Techno Marine. This is the 6th stop of the Grand Slam Series down here in Mexico. We got a scores coming through for Mitch Rollins, 5.78. So he's improved on his 5.48. Oh, sorry, improved on his 5.48. Here we go, Hub.
Oh,
What's he
wow,
got here?
look at
This is
this
a
thing.
big wave. Have a look at this one.
Big and bouncy, but he's going to find something on that. Yeah, big roll. And he's looking for another move to consolidate this score, sort of thing. Can he get around this whitewash? Yep. He's going to find something here. Yep, there we go. And he's done another invert on the end of that one, but
Just coming
couldn't hold on. Yeah. It's rare to see Hub do that. He's normally one of the most powerful guys to hold on to. Another wave for Mitch, but it's not going to be much unless he's got something out on the outside that we missed. But
Yeah.
you'll see that on the replay in a second.
Yeah, if it's any good, we'll get a replay of that, and we'll have a look, see what he did at the start of that. See Hub overtake him there in that rip, flying past him.
And you use that to your advantage when you're out there. And here's another replay of Jeff Hubbard's wave. This is a pretty solid wave.
Very
right
bumpy
there.
too.
Yeah. He's riding straight through that rip bowl that he's just taken out in. So that's a pretty solid roll. He's kind of landed halfway back up the face. And as you can see, it's kind of bending away from him a little bit. So, yeah, it's interesting to see what... Here it
There
is
we go,
again.
another
from
angle, sporting bet angle here coming up. You see it just cap a little bit, but he manages to just push off it, get a nice projected roll there, and then just lines himself up for this inside section where he comes around this foam here. Goes a little bumpy on the sandbar here and then just throws a nice invert, but looks like all that water behind him pushed him off. But you know what? He's got a 6.3 for that. Rawlins has been rewarded with a 6.13, so we missed the start of Rawlins' wave.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I wonder what he
See what he did there. 6.13.
It's helped his cause, but he's still in need.
Here we go.
Of that
Here's the start of
7.13.
Rawlins' wave. He's come around that section.
Oh,
come
that's
up,
a big
he's just
section
done
to
a
be
big
rolling off.
roll.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a
That's
heavy
huge.
roll.
He's done a spin.
Heavy roll.
Yeah, that was big. That was one of the biggest sort of waves that they've had through this heat, sort of thing.
For sure.
It's kind of rare to see him get bounced off like that, but you can see how foamy and bumpy it is through that inside section. It's really hard.
Well, these guys are really giving it hammer and tong. Hub's on 13.63. Mitch is on 12.63. Exactly 1 point difference right here. 4 minutes remaining. We knew it was going to be a tight heat.
And we know that you're going to see this happening now. I'm pretty sure Jeff Hubbard would have priority, and he's going to try and stop Mitch getting any more waves, sort of thing. There's not much time now, so
No, that's right.
yeah, it's going to come down to a cat and mouse game here, sort of thing.
Yeah, it's going to be a very tight last couple of minutes here.
Yeah.
Interesting to watch.
And there you go. You can see Jeff's
Hub's moving up the beach. Yeah,
Jeff's staying on him.
yeah, that's right.
And it looks kind of hard. They're getting stuck in one of those rips again, so it's going to be interesting to see if they can get out of that rip in time for probably the last set of the heat almost.
Well, 3 minutes remaining. I need a Red Bull. I'm getting tired. Talk too much. My jaw's sore, Navy.
You've got a long day ahead of you still.
Yep, a long day ahead of me.
Going.
But you know what? I'm going to have a good night tonight. Celebrate with a few beers.
Couple of
And,
cervezas.
yeah, watch the crowning of this champ later on this afternoon. Every one of you tuning in just now, this is we're up to heat number 4 of round 6. We're going to be going into the quarterfinals next, which is a Grand Slam series, the IBA Turbo ZICATELA Pro, stop number 6, Puerto Escondido, ZICATELA Beach, down here in Mexico, in the southern part of Mexico on the Pacific Ocean. We got 6 to 8 foot waves today coming through. Well, 4 to 8 foot waves, a big scale there. It's cleaning up. The sun's going to start poking its head out soon. We've had a bit of morning sickness on the face. It's a little bumpy, a little choppy as the tide sort of moves out. I'm Alex Leon. I've got Michael Nove with me in the commentary booth. And we hope you enjoy all the action from around the world.
Cool.
Get
and
on that.
Here you go. You can see Jeff Hubbard's chasing Mitch down the beach sort of thing. They've only got 2 minutes to go. And Mitch really needs this score sort of thing if he wants to progress through.
Hub just using that priority system.
It's exhausting when you're in this position, which Mitch is sort of thing. Like you've got to try and get away from the other competitor.
And you've got to
but
stay in
also-
the zone.
Yeah.
You've got to look for a set. He needs a 7.14, so he's got to look for a wave that's going to give him that. Plus, he's got Hub on his tail, so he's got to be away from Hub because Hub's got priority.
Yeah.
So if that wave does come at the moment and he's near, if Mitch is close to Hub and a potential wave comes through that can give you that score, Hub's going to take it.
Yeah, he's going to stop Mitch from getting that last scoring wave, even if it means dropping in on him, because that's what you can do in these man-on-man situations with the priority.
That's right.
Same thing happened to me in my heat. I was had about 5 minutes to go, and I had to pretty much scramble down the beach until I could try and get away from Mike, and just didn't get an opportunity to sort of get a wave, which is pretty hard. Here we go. Mitch is going to go this. Jeff, if he thinks it's going to be a good scoring wave, yep, there we go.
See it. There we see it. The priority system, Jeff Hubbard, and it's a nice barrel too for Jeff.
Yeah, this would have been great for Mitch to get, but as Jeff's done, he's taken it. He's got a nice pit and done a pretty good flip off the end of that one sort of thing, and that could help him. That could probably almost better his 6.38.
Well, Jeff Hub, you know what? Textbook Jeff Hubbard.
Yeah.
Use priority system there. Rawlins actually probably could have got the score because he was a bit deeper. He could have got a really good deep barrel there where Jeff didn't really get too deep. Finished with a nice backflip. 10 seconds. That's a fierce competitor you're looking at right there, people.
Yeah.
Jeff Hubbard.
Yeah, he knows what he needs to do, and he'll do anything to get there, sort of thing. And that's, look at him.
Yeah.
He's happy.